Assorted mooncake with a twist. Heat up 90 ml of cooking oil, then add in 3 slices of ginger. Deep fry the ginger slices until crispy, then strain the oil and remove the ginger slices. Leave aside to cool. For the skin dough, use 300 grams of golden syrup, add in the ginger infused oil and 3 teaspoons of alkaline water. Mix well, then use a sieve and sieve in 400 grams of low protein flour or known as cake flour. Use this single loop Danish dough whisk to get a very soft dough. Cover with a cloth and leave the dough overnight or for at least 7 hours. Steam the salted egg yolk for 10 minutes, then leave to cool. This is the square mooncake mold which I'm using, and it comes with a small 50-gram round mooncake cavity. Brush the mold with rice flour and whack off the flour. For the first type, wrap up the salted egg yolk with 40 grams of yam lotus bean paste. Then use 80 grams of lotus bean paste as the outer layer of filling. Finally, use 45 grams of skin to wrap the total of 135 grams of filling. It's amazing, right? The skin will not break. It's very stretchable. Plop the whole big round into the square cavity. Gently press it down to fill up the cavity. Then give it a gentle knock or two. For the second type, you may opt to use other paste that you like to wrap up the salted egg yolk. If you do not like salted egg yolk, then use 55 grams of paste and add in 1 teaspoon of toasted pumpkin seed or melon seed. Just wrap it into a small ball. Wrap the small ball with 80 grams of other paste. You will still need 45 grams only for the skin. If you find that mixing 2 types of filling is too much work, then just use 135 grams of one type of filling. Flatten it and add 3 teaspoons of toasted pumpkin seed or melon seed. Wrap and roll into a ball. Skin is still 45 grams. For the small round mooncake, skin is 20 grams while the filling is 30 grams. This recipe should give you 16 large square mooncakes and 3 small round mooncakes, but I decided to make some gong zai bang with this big mold. If you have this piggy mold, you will only need 35 grams of skin dough. This is an empty gong zai bang that I'm making. Send them all into a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius and bake for 10 minutes. Remove and let the whole tray rest in room temperature for 15 minutes. Glaze with 2 yolks and 1 whole egg which has been strained to give it a smooth consistency. Only start glazing after the resting period has ended. Then send it back to the oven to bake for another 15 minutes. Take a peep, turn off the oven and let it sit in the oven for another 5 minutes. Then remove and let it cool. Keep in airtight containers and you may savor them 3 days later. Now let's take a look on the first one with salted egg yolk. The second one is also with salted egg yolk. The third one is with a teaspoon of pumpkin seeds in 2 different pastes, while the fourth one is just 1 type of filling with 3 teaspoons of pumpkin seeds. The small one is just plain normal. This is the piggy with only the skin of the mooncake. Try making your own mooncake as an experience. Head on to our website to get the mold and mooncake paste. Thank you for shopping with Niclaw Gourmet.